So basically, in the off season, I really wanted to be at home. So I spent a lot of time in Monaco, just being with friends and family, and also a few days basically doing nothing, just being at home. I really loved it. I did eat what I wanted in the off season, but that was also coming back on the scales on January. So yeah, I also had to train it off. But I mean, I enjoy it. Just eating what I want for a month, and then I know I have to work hard. In January and February, especially where you're starting to get ready for the season. But you deal with it, and of course, then those 2 months are maybe not the nicest in terms of the way you are eating, but yeah, that's how it goes. So training wise, I think every year you want to become better, but it's not necessarily that you're doing really different stuff. You just try to be, again, a bit more precise, a bit better, a bit more, a bit longer, a bit heavier workouts. But in terms of the kind of exercises I was doing, it's pretty similar to last year. But yeah, it's mainly a lot of running, cycling, and then a lot of workouts with your own body weight, so with bands and stuff, playing around with that. Because at the end of the day, we can't be too muscly because we'll be too heavy. Most looking forward to is just starting the season and see how the whole team is operating, of course, together with Honda, and how the engine is performing together with the chassis. I think that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm very excited to get started. The off season has been quite long. So I mean, I think yeah, the first 2-3 weeks you're like, okay, it's good to have a break, and then afterwards you're again like, okay, I want to get started. I just try to get the best out of myself, but the goals, yeah, you have to wait and see what the engine and the car is gonna do. So I guess up until Australia, anyway, you can't really set goals because it's a bit blind. In Formula One, it's so related to the package you get. So I'm always quite easygoing, and I mean that doesn't mean I'm always gonna try to do as good as I can and try to get the best out of myself. But yeah, you're so dependent on what you get as a package, so you just have to wait. Yeah, so the big change is of course the front wing. It's made a lot more simple and wider as well to try and improve overtaking. I'm not sure it's gonna work, but it's again a new challenge for everyone, and yeah, hopefully we will be on top of that. And then of course a little bit of fuel increase as well. The rear wings they got a bit wider as well, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna do that much. Well, I mean, the teams who had a really bad season last year, I expect them to be a bit better this year, just because they learned from their mistakes. But I think all the teams who were, running well, I think it will be pretty similar. I don't think it will improve racing because the cars they have too much downforce and they're too wide. Um, but yeah, we'll see. Some tracks are anyway better for overtaking than others. You always have a few tracks on the calendar where you can't really overtake, and some tracks they have a lot of opportunities, and I expect it to be exactly the same. I'm very excited to just get started with the engine. I really want to feel how it upshifts, downshifts, how the drivability is, how much power there is, and from there onwards, you just start to work together with the car what you can improve. I'm looking forward to just start working together and improve and push the team forward. I think that's our aim, and yeah, hopefully we'll succeed in that. Well, I think mainly it's just very good memories from go-karting. And now we're in Formula One. It's a few years later. I think we both grown a lot as a driver. So yeah, mainly funny memories. But yeah, and I think in Formula One anyway, the world is different than go-karting, and you have to work as a team, to perform. Yeah, I'm fine with playing against Pierre. He's very easy to wind up on FIFA. So if I get him into that state, I'll win. I don't think it is an advantage, but also not a disadvantage because Um, I've done 4 seasons now in Formula One, so I guess you can rely on the experience you have done. And yeah, for Pierre, he has done one and a little bit, but the team is so experienced; they will help him to go through it the same they did with me. And of course, when you're 30 years old, you have a lot more experience, but it's not necessarily that you're faster. I mean, I see a lot of my fans, of course, around the track, especially in some occasions like Austria and Spa. There are a lot. It doesn't make me faster, but it just makes me smile a bit more in the car. Yeah, so with a new partner, with Honda, yeah, we are expecting a lot. We're all very positive, but I think it also needs to take a little bit of time. It cannot be like from race one, it can be perfect. For sure, there will be moments where, as a team, we'll make mistakes or it's maybe not going as we wanted to. But I think what is very important is that the team and Honda, we are pushing really hard, to improve the development. And at the moment, I am of course very optimistic, but also realistic. And I think time will tell how we are going to perform.